Good. So we were just discussing waves, and Chris came up with a really good, go for it.
Well, I'll play devil's advocate for a second, all right? So, first of all, one of the things I don't like when this stuff happens is people get all butthurt and offended and start saying, Waves, man, they're an evil company. I don't think they're an evil company. You may have someone behind you that's got to get back.
I knew that would happen.
Sorry, guys.
I knew that was exactly. All right.
So, my take on this is that you're a professional, you pay for professional tools, and they cost what they cost. The world doesn't owe you $4 plugins. I think there's so many great companies out there making plugs now that I'm not Waves' customer anymore. Out of the hundreds of plugins that they make, there's about 10 that I would use routinely. If you look at the 2 packs that they just released, the $14.99 pack and the $24.99, at least the $14.99 pack is shit. I don't want X noise. I don't want the CLA vocal plugin. Their API plugs are okay. Their SSL plugs are okay. Their Neve stuff is pure crap. I think even on the what's called Omnichannel. I was amused by that for about a week. I use NS1. Yep. I use Clarity VX and all the R plugs. That's it. I do not fuck with IR anymore. That was 20 years ago. I played with Waves IR1 or whatever it was called. Yep. I don't touch the L series compressors. I think they're shit. So they're not my favorite company. With that said, I think Waves is targeting relicensing their AI and relicensing their algos for the gaming industry, the education industry, which is where the big bucks are. If you look, Waves
don't forget live sound.
Don't forget live sound.
The only thing now that you can actually buy a perpetual license still for.
Exactly.
It's a live stuff.
So look at the way Plugin Alliance did it. If you want to have a bundle, or if you want to have a subscription plan, make it so that if you buy the software, you get a perpetual license. All upgrades are always free. And don't make it so that if you choose the subscription pack and then you unsubscribe, you don't have it, then blah, blah, blah. No, make it simple for users to buy. If I only want 5 plugins, make it easy for me to buy those 5. However, I don't think Waves is thinking about you and me. I think Waves is thinking about the big commercial customers. You run a studio, you'll buy 180 stupid plugins just to have them.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, most of those plugins, 88% of those plugins are useless. I can't use them. I don't like the sound of them. I've tried them. They're junk. There's a bunch of problems in the industry. Too much choice. Too many plugins right now.
I have plugins I forgot about. I have awesome plugins. I just don't even. I don't think of them because there's too many. They get lost in the fray.
So their revenue is between $21 and $25 million a year. They have 260 employees. Assuming most of those are offshore and they're paid, let's say, 20 grand a year. Let's say that's still $8 million in employee cost out of $21 million revenue, and that hasn't paid for all that marketing that puts the Waves shit on. Every time I go into Facebook, Waves is right there. Every time I open a browser, Waves is right there. That costs money. So I wouldn't really call that a high margin business, to be honest with you.
Don't think it is anymore. I think.
And I think the competition is to keep releasing new, even if they're useless plugs. So I think Waves dropped the ball.
Yeah.
But I don't think it, like I said, there's about 10 plugins that I would buy. I hope they change that policy to make it easier for people like you and me, professional musicians.
Yeah.
But I won't buy those plugs. I'll let them run out, and when you can no longer update NS1, fuck it, I'll find somebody else.
That's exactly
makes a better noise reduction plugin. I think it's a bad move, but if they're gearing towards the AI industry, selling and licensing the IP of the algo, it makes total sense. I can see why they would even want to piss you off to stop having commercial and retail customers. Just go B2B with your tech. It could happen. It doesn't make it right. It makes it shitty. My first plugins were Waves plugs. I thought they were awesome. And by the way, if you're one of the people that's complaining, but you're one of the people who stole Waves plugins back in the day by downloading serials with a Z, you have no right to complain. If you ripped off their shit, you have no right to complain that they're ripping you off. Sorry, that's just my take on it. What about you? Well, you already did that.
Well, yeah, I did one, but it was...
Want me to hold it?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I got you.
Yes, if you check Obsessive Audio, I do go on about it for about 3 or 4 minutes. I was very mad when I heard the news, and it wasn't because of the subscription deal. I think the subscription is going to be a very good deal, especially if you knew when you're getting into it. On the other hand, if you've been a customer like Chris and I have for years, in my case, I think I've probably spent definitely over $1,000. I think it's more, it's not in the hundreds, it's like, once they started dropping their prices to $49, I started to buy this, I want this, I want this, I want this. A ton of Waves plugins, I bought them individually, and they won't be serviced anymore. It's like, I never even did the what plan, you know, they had the Waves update plan. I wouldn't do it. I was mad about that. I wouldn't do it because it's like, you're gonna make me pay how much a year so that I can run this also on my laptop. And I thought, okay, Eric, don't get too dependent on Waves plugins. Now that said, there are still a few Waves plugins that I'm having a hard time finding. I'm not gonna replace them. RVox. I mean, because it's got a gate in it, but it's not really a gate, it's more like an expander. It's really soft, it doesn't sound. And the vocal compression on that's really nice. It's a little pretty, a little bit distorted, but it's nice. That's one I don't know how it will replace with. Clarity, that's the best noise reduction in the business right now. Don't know how I'll find it though. Someone suggested on my channel that we should make videos of like what are alternatives to all the Waves plugins.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Go through them.
We should do that.
What would you use instead?
Yeah.
You know, on the topic of people wanting free stuff, there is good free stuff out there.
Yes.
There's good like $19 stuff out there.
Yes.
TV Pro Audio, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just
All-star.
not just
All-star
system. So what I'm really mad about is that the customers that were the customers that kept Waves alive and relevant for 10, 20 years. Man, this is one of the oldest companies. They go way back to the original Digital Design Group days. And they got it right. Some of the Renaissance series, they got it right 20 years ago. They still sound good. So, but anyway, the most loyal customers are the ones that are getting, in the end, all that money they spent, value zero. This is exactly what people complain about subscriptions. Another way to say that's more honest is when you buy digital gear, and that's what I've learned over the years. When you buy digital gear, even converters, it's going to drop in value. And plugins, effectively zero at the end. Yeah, maybe resell it, whatever. Right? That's actually always been the truth. So in a way, Smooth is more honest. It's honest like a slap on the face.
Yes.
But yeah, so anyway, that's my take.
Yeah, a good take, good take. There you go.
All right, perfect timing. We're back.
We had one viewer at one point.
All right.
But they left us.
So we're going to stop this now.